Joining me now, the Chief Executive of McKenzie Intelligence, Forbes McKenzie, to talk about the latest developments on the ground. Forbes, good to see you. Let's start with what's been happening overnight and into today, and the attacks on Lviv, right on the border with Poland. Can you tell us what information we have so far?
That's right. There was a number of missile strikes through the night in Lviv on electrical substations. And what we see here from an intelligence perspective is that the Russians are not doing well at all in the Donbass region across here to the south. Kharkiv to the north, they've taken significant losses, again, failing to make the ground that they would hope to make. And in the south in particular, there's been movements of some 2 to 3 kilometres per day, which from a manoeuvre warfare perspective really isn't where it should be. In Lviv, we have depots where NATO Western capability is moving towards, and it's an imperative for the Russians to strike it while it's there before it can be moved forward to come into effect. So therefore, there's a real race against time.
Let's talk about the date that's been talked about a lot over the last few days, and that's the 8th of May, and the significance of that in Moscow and how that could play out on the map we're looking at now.
That's right. Now, the 9th of May is Victory Day. And it's Victory Day because it celebrates the Russians beating the Nazis at the post-World War II. There will be a big parade in the Red Square. Putin will give a speech. The military parade will have an audience. From an international perspective, it shows strength. From a domestic perspective, Putin must have a good news story attached to it. And we see in Mariupol to the south, this steelworks, a renewed attack on this steelworks. Now, the Azov battalion who are there are a pro-right battalion, and if Putin is able to combine the narrative of defeating Nazism, in his words, to the south, combining that with the victory post-World War II, that will set him in good stead for the domestic audience.
Yeah, things ramping up, heading towards that key date of the 9th of May. And Forbes McKenzie, thank you. We'll talk to you later on in the programme about the latest unfolding developments in Ukraine.